What I'm going to do today is show you guys the strategy, because I get getting a lot of people getting questions on exactly how they can do it themselves. A little bit people are more confused about the strategy, so I'm going to just kind of explain this a little bit. The first thing for my strategy that you have to do is download this app on your phone. It's called Lotto. It'll give you access to all the drawings, especially pick 4. You're going to need for pick 4. You can look at every state, and you can find this pattern. The first thing that you got to look for is a number that has 2 of the same number, and the other 2 numbers are different. Those are known as doubles. What you want to look for is 2 of the same number, and the other 2 numbers are different. Do not look for 3 of the same number, because it will not work, or 2 numbers that are the same, which will not work. Let's look at a couple examples here, and just to give you guys an idea, and also the lower the numbers are, the better. But sometimes they can be high and still win, but I always look for the lower numbers. So let's just look for what I'm talking about. Okay, like right here, and you guys can practice this yourself. Get this app on your phone and load it up to where you see 2 doubles and 2 different numbers, and just put it up here to where you can't see what the next number is going to be. It's good practice. So just look at the number and tell yourself, okay, if you strip the 2 and the 3 and the 9. So basically, if you played a box of 2, 3, and 9, would they show up in the next drawing? So then just, once you have that in your head, just scroll and check it and see if you were right. So what do we have here? If you played 2, 3, and 9 as a box, actually you wouldn't have won that one. Didn't see the 8 there. That one wouldn't have won. I thought you would. Okay, so that one would have been a loss. But let's say you do it again. You strip the 8, strip the 1, and strip the 3. So basically you play a box as an unmatched number with all 3 of those numbers. And to give you guys an example, if you go to my recent video here, this is basically the same thing that I talked about in my last video. It's going to cost you about $43 a game if you want to play all 3 numbers as a box. If you win, you'll win about $98. So it's $98 that you'll win in games, and it costs you $43. So you'll make about $55 in gains playing a box. And if you lose, you just do martingale and you get scale. So if you lose the first game, the next game you're going to have to place your bet 2 times the amount. So it's not going to be 43, it's going to be $86 the next game. And then you'll win your original $50. But anyway, let's continue on. Let's find numbers that have 2 of the same number, and now what you want to do is you want to browse through different states and just see if you can find a combination without looking at the other results. Like this one right here, 7701. If I was playing this, I would play a box of the 7, a box of the 0, and a box of the 1. It'd be the unmatched numbers of the 7, 0, and 1. And the unmatched numbers are when all numbers are different. So basically you're going to be playing 7 as a box, 0 as a box, and 1 as a box in an unmatched number. And let's just see if we did that, if we would win in the next game. So we're looking, the next drawing we're looking for 7, 0, or 1. And there you go, that one would have won. You would have won $50 in gains. So then you just look for another, the benefit of doing it online is you can go to different states. So we're going to look for another drawing here. We're going to look for a double. So browse through and look for a double. That one wouldn't work because it's got 3 of the same number. Let's look for, okay, well, I'll use this as an example, but it may not work. I'm predicting double, but anyway, you got 8 and 8, and 4 and 6. So those are two of the same number and two different ones. So if I were to play these numbers, I would play the 8, 4, and 6 as a box. And you guys, I can put the link below for the website to go to get your numbers. And all you gotta do is eliminate all the numbers, and you'll end up with, about this much down here and about $43 per game if you're playing it on Bet Any Sports. If you're playing it offline, it's going to cost 4 times as much. But anyway, we play as a box the 8 to the 4 and 6. So let's see what comes out the next day. The 6 would have hit, and that one would have won. So this pattern happens quite frequently. It doesn't always work, but it works a lot. Let's try a couple more times to show you guys. I'm looking for a double, like this one right here. Got the 1, 9, 0, 0. So I would play the 1 as a box, the 9 as a box, and the 0 as a box. So let's see what comes out the next day. Oh, that would hit, weird as that would have hit a double, so that one would have won. So let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. Let's say you continue on, so you got one miss. Let's say you play the 1 as a box, the 3 as a box, and the 9 as a box. What comes out the next day? Another losing. As like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, but let's say you do this one right here, 0, 6, and 3. 0 would have hit, so you would have lost twice, but won on the third time. If you did the martingale strategy, you wouldn't have lost your money. That would have really cost you like, so it would have cost you $43 the first game, and then 86 the next game, and then you would have won. You'd have got your money back, and you would have got your $50 in gains. We do this 2 more times. Okay, so let's do this one here. The 5 is the double. We got the 1 and the 4. So what I do is I play the 5 as a box, the 1 as a box, and the 4 as a box. So let's see if any of those numbers come out unmatched the next game. The 1 did, so that one would have won. If you guys see how often this happens, it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens pretty frequently. So let's do one more. Let's look for a double. Let's look for a double. We got 3, 5, 4, 4. So I would play the 3 as a box, the 5 as a box, and the 4 as a box. What comes out the next day? A winner. That's what comes out the next day. So that one would have won. Let's do one more. One more, I swear. One more. Now, I'll try this one because they're higher numbers, but it probably won't win. You got 2 6s, a 7, and a 1. Play the 6 as a box, the 7 as a box, the 1 as a box. Let's see if any of those come out the next day. Nope. Usually the higher numbers don't come out for some reason. I always try to find lower numbers. Let's do one more. Let's find one more winner. Let's find one more winner. We got 1, 4, 0, 0. So I would play the 1 as a box, the 4 as a box, and the 0 as a box. All unmatched numbers. Let's see what comes out the next day. A winner. So you guys see how often this happens. So I think I've kind of explained this as best as I can. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below. And also, if you guys want to play Texas, what do I have? Oh, well, I think this is California. Yeah, this is California. So I keep updating. I'm going to put 5 on my channel, to where I have a little spreadsheet with the numbers and the numbers I would play, the numbers I would play if I was playing straights, the numbers I would play as I was playing a box. So I'm going to do that for 4 other states. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I have to keep coming back and modifying this, but as far as I'm seeing from this one, from the video that I posted yesterday, everything is still good on this one. If you guys want to look at this, it's on my last video. You can get the PDF, and you can look at this yourself. If you guys want to play California, like always, I'm not responsible for any profit or loss. This is gambling at the end of the day. Other than that, stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you guys One more thing is tomorrow I will be putting out my what I predict videos. They're going to start. I'll probably be putting those out on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. So keep your eyes open for that. And then other than that, I'll see you guys in future videos.